Now I'm going to show you some of the videos from the website. I'm going to just move my screen over here around the value proposition that the Foundry platform offers for customers in these specific problems that they're solving. So in this example, supply chain, and this is the supply chain control tower module of Foundry. So let's take a look.
Let's dive into how an operational application can be created using the ontology. This is the supply chain control tower. A supply chain analyst uses this app to get an overview of their network and high-level KPIs, and then drill down into specific areas of concern. The data shown here is coming from disparate global sources that previously required users to use several pieces of disconnected software.
Okay, let's pause there. It's very important for us to talk about the value that that provides, right? So customers are using numerous software programs in multiple industries, in the cloud, and SaaS software products, point product solutions. This is the world that I live in, working for VMware. Software is, what every company is trying to operate off of and deliver products. And so with being able to take all of your disparate software databases and products and being able to take all that data, and we're going to see here is some of the ontology or the platform per se of what Foundry offers, to where you can take all that structured and unstructured data and put it into the Foundry platform to make sense of it all, and then to drive results and can put the data in context. That's the biggest thing, right? Is putting this data in context for outcomes. We're looking for outcomes. You can see here we have the percent of on-time full year to date. We can see it's 5 points higher than last year. We can see the monthly sales is up 104% versus last year. We can see 24 customers were growing 73%. Distribution centers, 10 across 9 countries. The plants across 8 countries, and suppliers. So what this provides is the ability to make intuitive decisions for your business in real time that provides reduced time to value, which leads to revenue growth and profit growth, which leads to happy shareholders, stock going up, and happy customers. So this really applies in all facets of business, but let's keep going.
The map here shows customers, distribution centers, and plants. Let's quickly jump into edit mode to show how the ontology makes this type of complex application easy to build and maintain with no code. So now let's say I want to quickly see.
So I had to pause that there because there's a key word out there for those of you who are not in the software industry. They said they would be doing this with no code. What that means is you're seeing it through this GUI platform. GUI is the interface that you're looking at here, and really drag and drop and making it so easy that you can navigate and create the workflows and what you're looking for without having to be a developer and having to write a whole bunch of lines of codes and custom queries. This allows you to really have more users use this platform and get value out of it. Appian is a company that focuses solely on their business model of providing no-code applications for customers. So there's so many products that mimic companies within the stock market, within Foundry. So I just wanted to point that out.
Detailed view of the customer. It's not hard to do. First, I can quickly add all the information I have about customers. From the map, I want to add a widget to the left to display properties for all customers. We can search for the customer object from the ontology and add all the properties. Next, I can add information in an additional widget below about linked distribution centers. Instead of a property, we're going to add an object list. And this requires all of that mapping between objects in the ontology we've already created.
My question there is, for Palantir, I'd love to talk to an engineer around how much time and professional services does it take to import all of that data and get it all into the Foundry ontology. What we'll see here is that we can take all this data from third-party sources, so things like AWS, Azure, Snowflake, I'm assuming, also another one, and also their private clouds. But what does it look like when a customer wants to, like we're seeing here, all these different medical facilities? What does it take to get all that data in, configured, and to where you now have this no code capabilities? So that'd be a great question. Maybe we can ask CodeStrap next time we have him on the show.
So in under a minute, I've added information to this view from dozens of data sources to enrich my decision-making ability. Importantly, these applications lead directly to real actions and form complex, multi-step, cross-functional business processes. For example, when a supply chain analyst identifies a demand gap, excess inventory, or other issues, they can immediately take corrective action, such as partially fulfilling an order or reallocating some of that stock. From there, a colleague in the distribution center can immediately see this new information and act on it.
That is so huge that all of this data is being delivered and updated real time, and allowing different departments to communicate, and contractors who have access, and all the parts of the organization. So here in supply chain, being able to take immediate action based on what others are seeing in other departments. Great example of how, or analogy of how Skywise has done that for the aviation field, with all the people that have to order the parts and fix the planes, and the planes themselves, all the different things that you have to measure and quantify, and the supply chain for all of that. And they've quantified the ROI numerous times over on how much the Skywise platform has saved airlines. And that's why pretty much everybody is on that platform now. So I could see them doing this for supply chain as well, and seeing this grow for carbon emissions.
On the surface, this looks relatively simple, but under the hood, actions are a powerful building block. Every action represents a decision made by a user and is written back into the shared ontology. For example, a fulfill order action will subtract items from an inventory object, add those items to the order, and change the order status from open to filled. Actions can also have complex validations and security conditions. I know I'm stopping
the video a lot, but I want to make sure you guys understand the power of what this platform is doing. So we saw there that we could set different parameters and change quantities, but now you come down here to the validation, and what he's saying is you can do a lot of different conditioning and workflow management to say, if then do this, right? Or here you're saying, if this order is greater than this quantity, then do this. And so what workflow management does is it allows for automation to take place and efficiencies to happen, to make sure that you're streamlining the workflow process for all parts of the business once those conditions are met. So that is extremely powerful and can really quantify a real return for the customer.
Making them a powerful building block for multi-step business processes. This doesn't even require every user to be in Foundry. Actions taken in Foundry applications can write directly back to legacy systems. They can interact with business systems like email, or even talk to machine control systems.
Okay, so I'm stopping this a lot, but this is huge. The ability to be able to interact with email and other programs, third-party software titles that certain departments may be using, and still being able to communicate and update information within these workflows. Because of this open API approach to their technology, this is game-changing and really allows customers to still get value out of the tools that they've already purchased.
Applications to seamlessly integrate into existing operations. This same layer powers not only operational applications, but also advanced search capabilities and powerful analytical and reporting tools.
Well, the video wasn't as short as I thought I was going to make it, but I wanted to make sure to highlight the value that this new platform is going to offer for multiple industries, helping them get their carbon footprint down and their emissions, and being able to track the supply chain and seeing ROI right away off of this platform that they're creating with Transfigura. And we're already seeing that they've already went through the pilot phase. And so now we're going to kind of see them go into the scale phase and that second piece for this product. So it's going to be very similar, I think, when we see it all said and done, to the success that something like Skywise had. So we'll jump into some of the other videos and demos in some of our next episodes. I really want to start promoting more on the channel around the value and differentiation that Palantir is providing from a technology standpoint, because I know there's not a lot of marketing going out there. I know they're doing better. They're really trying to get all these videos out there. I'm hoping that my channel can help educate retail investors as well as technologists on the value that this platform really creates and the reduced time to value customers can get. And I think we need more of that going on. You know, CodeStrap does a phenomenal job from the developer perspective. I can kind of give you from the marketing and sales perspective, being in technology sales for over 20 years. So look forward to doing more videos like this. And thanks for watching.